So before we get into things, I should probably let you know that I'm going to be looking down a lot because my notes for this video are on my laptop, which is right below the camera. So, yeah. Anyway, hello. Hi. I don't want to be one of those people that just says, hey guys, as an intro, because it's just such a basic intro and I want to be cool, you know? I don't want to be like everybody else. Anyway, welcome. Thank you for watching. First of all, I'll get that out of the way. I'm very grateful. Welcome to this video, welcome to this channel, authortube. I decided to call it that because it's like regular YouTube, but you know, it's all about me. And I'm Erica, obviously. I don't want to come across like an annoying, narcissistic character, you know? Like, oh, it's all about me. Everybody loves me. Everybody loves me.
Summer is going to balance sports team basketball. Oh, we'll take it from here. Hit it, Ryan. Everybody loves me.
Everybody loves me.
Are you kidding me? It's all about me.
That's it, to the left. Perfect. That's the one. Narcissism by Raquel.
Your whole day looking at me.
This is my first official video on here, and as such, I'd like to give you guys an introduction to me and tell you what to expect. And I've said this a bunch of times before since I've done a million first videos before today. But I'm actually being serious this time. This time it's for real, hence the title. The other one from back in October, it no longer counts. In fact, I'll probably delete it once I've posted this one. I mean, I don't know if I want to completely get rid of it, you know, because I worked hard on it and I like it, but, you know, at the same time, it's not very good. So yeah, that was then, this is now. It's a new year, which means a fresh start, you know, like it's an opportunity to do things differently to how you did last year. And that's what this video is. It's me redoing my old first video. Fresh start. It's beginning to get dark. It's probably... I made and posted that old video from back in October in order to work out whether or not this was something I even wanted to do. Like, I didn't know if I was 100% sure I was ready to take YouTube seriously and actually make YouTube videos properly. So I just did that to sort of try it out, I suppose. And I definitely did enjoy the process a lot. I had a lot of fun making that video, even though it was kind of weird and chaotic and rushed and kind of aimless. Like, I didn't think of a proper theme for the video. I didn't even script it. I just did it, like, just to do it, just to get it over with. It was something I'd been thinking of for quite some time, and I just wanted to get it done and see what happens, you know? I don't know, I had this random rush of motivation one day, and I just thought, let's just get it over with. Like, I did it, filmed it, edited it on the same day, and posted it on the same day. Like, I just did it without a whole lot of thought, and I just had some mindless fun that day, I don't know. And, well, nobody really saw it. Like, it got like 16 views. I didn't tell anyone about it. I just kind of did it and forgot about it, if I'm being completely honest. I let it sit and I focused on other important things like school and work and stuff. And I used the Christmas break to sort of refresh myself and reflect on whether or not this was something I wanted, and it is. In fact, I feel like this is something I've been interested in for a very, very long time. Despite the fact that I've never really been a big social media person. I'm still not. Like, I've never been one of those people to spend hours and hours on things like TikTok, Instagram, etc. Despite the fact that I have accounts. Like, I've never really been into it, you know? And I wouldn't say I am to this day. But I always loved making videos. Like, I can even trace it back to like my childhood when I'd play around with my parents' technology and like their computers, phones, editing software, and I'd make little mini movies on them. So yeah, this is an interest I've had for ages, and for quite a long time now, like I'd say like a good few years, I've been on the very edge of sharing my videos with the world. But I would always end up chickening out of it. I've hit record more times than I can count, but I'd never quite make it to upload. And if I did, I'd either make it a private account so people wouldn't see it, or I would delete it a few days later. It became this whole toxic cycle that I'm aiming to break today. I'm really excited to be embarking on this new journey with content creation. I mean, technically, I've already been on this journey for a while, like on Tumblr. I have a blog on Tumblr where I like to share my writing. I like to write stories and little creative little thingamajiggeries. And I've been on it for nearly a year now. I started March last year, which means that it's almost 1 year old. It's like 9 months old. I don't know. But yeah, it's been good. And I've discovered a lot of other really cool writers on there. And I've grown quite the following, like 200 people, which isn't bad. I'm grateful. And I'm so happy that so many people have enjoyed my work on there. I should probably do something special to celebrate my blog's first birthday. But moving along, what should you expect from this channel? Short answer, I don't know. A bunch of stuff. Longer answer, I know that if you're looking to grow a channel quicker, most people would advise to pick a specific niche, like a specific thing to base your entire channel around. Not really sure if I'm really interested in doing that. I mean, it's probably better and easier for you in the long run to stay in one lane. But the thing about me is that I'm incredibly interested in a bunch of lanes, most of which are kind of disconnected from each other. I've been through tons of phases in terms of my YouTube content preferences. To give you a quick example right now, growing up, I was really into covers. You know, when people would make little song covers, music videos and whatnot, you know, like Cimarelli. That was a big favourite of mine back then. And there was this big period of my life where I just thought, if I ever make a YouTube channel, I would post covers. I'm not really sure I want to do that so much anymore. Or at least if I were to do it, I wouldn't make it the entire focus like I wanted to back then. And it really did make sense back then, you know? Partially because I loved to sing. I still do. But mostly because it was what I liked watching the most back when I was a child. Alongside, I think, skits and vlogs and like morning routines, that kind of thing. And as I got older, my interests shifted, and as such, so did my taste in content. Nowadays, I'm into like more deeper topics, things like deep dives into like my favorite shows, character archetypes, and whatnot. It must be the writer in me. As well as like commentary, like video essays, self-improvement, advice, that kind of thing. And I think because I was so interested in that sort of thing myself, I kind of wanted to try and emulate that, like try that sort of thing for myself. I mean, I'd give it a go, but then I would try, but I would give up because I was scared. And also for things like advice, self-improvement, that kind of thing, I never felt properly qualified. What's the point in giving advice if you can't even follow through on it? I mean, I didn't want to be a hypocrite. I wanted to practice the things that I was preaching. But at the same time, I don't know if that was me being 100% real with myself or looking for an excuse not to post because I was a scaredy cat. I mean, I tried to pick a niche properly, and before, when I made my other first YouTube video, I decided on making booktube content because I really like to read. And a lot of my favourite channels on YouTube are booktube channels. I think my favourite being maybe Jack Edwards. I've been a fan of his since like GCSE time. He used to do a lot of helpful study tube videos, which I enjoyed a lot back then. I also like I've mentioned before, I like deep analysis, and I like talking about books just generally, so I thought it would be the right space for me. I thought I would lead in with a couple of in-depth book reviews. And while I still definitely want to do that, that's not all I want to do. I don't want to feel like I'm limiting myself. I'd say the one common theme around here will be storytelling. Like, that's the thread that ties everything together. My love for storytelling and the power that it holds. And I want to explore other mediums of storytelling. So, like TV, movies, music, stage plays. I'm not really interested in stage plays, but I've seen a couple of nice things that have been adapted to stage plays. So I have an unfortunate habit of overcomplicating things for myself, so I'll try and keep it simple. Probably going to start with some simple sitting down and chatting videos, much like this one, what we've been doing for the past couple of minutes. I'd say that's a good place to start. And we will see where we go from there. I'm honestly interested in doing a wide range of things, like even short films. I have lots of ideas for short films. Not that I have the equipment or the expertise for it, but I don't know, maybe one day. I also have a lot of stories and ideas and thoughts that I have like in my head, and maybe this is like maybe an interesting way I can creatively share them with the world. But also I want this channel to be like a way for me to kind of show the creative lens with which I view the world. Like my Tumblr username suggests, I am a storyteller at heart. My writing has helped me to see the power that words truly hold, the minds that it can touch, and the pictures it can create. And stories are truly important things. They help us to learn, process different perspectives, thoughts, ideas, and emotions, and it helps us to see and understand life in a completely different way. And that's pretty cool in my opinion. Storytelling is a huge part of how we live life and how we cope with different things. Like Joan Didion says, we tell ourselves stories in order to live. And I mean, it's pretty important to be able to tell the difference between fiction and reality. Like, stories are stories, life is life. But I do believe there's some truth to that statement. You can't live in your head forever, obviously, but it's also important to reflect. And stories can definitely help with that sometimes. They're like a tool in aiding us in our journeys through life. They can help us escape, but they can also help bring clarity and uncover deeper meanings and truths in complicated situations. So yeah, I think it's very important. And as you can tell, I'm very passionate about storytelling in all its forms. Whether it's through books, TV, whatever, or even the stories we sometimes tell ourselves. I believe that stories have the power to shape our lives and change the world around us. And on this channel, I'll be sharing my thoughts on the stories that have impacted me. And I'll also be sharing my own stories, kind of like how I already do on Tumblr, but like in video form. and we'll be navigating this crazy world we live in through an interesting, creative lens, discussing how stories shape our understanding of the world, how they influence us and our identities, and how they bring us closer together. I think I'll mainly be looking at books for the most part, but I don't want to limit myself too much. So just expect whatever, I suppose. Long answer done. In the end, I'm just going to do what I want on here because, it's all about me. And if that sounds cool or interesting to you, then feel free to stick around. I hope you enjoyed this introduction. So yeah, until next time, I don't know. Thanks again for watching anyway.